Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome for those that are just joining in. Welcome. Sorry, give me a second. Good evening, everyone. Once again, um, welcome. Thank you all for joining in. Um, how's your Sunday going? Hope you had a blessed day at church today. If you didn't go, hope you had a blessed morning as well. Okay, so today we'll be talking about create content that sells. So creating content that sells is our topic for today. But I'm going to start with introducing myself. So my name is Chidinma Akpati. I am a social media strategist. I have been a social media strategist for over 4 years now. I have worked in different industry ranging from health to tech to agriculture to automobile, and just to mention a few. And so today I'm just going to be sharing my experience and more like tips that we all can use to get our desired result as we all create content in our content creation journey. So create content that sells, engaging strategies for success in your marketing effort. So what are you going to learn today? You're going to learn how to craft high converting post, frameworks to sell without sounding salesy, real life content breakdown, and pro tips to boost engagement and ROI, which is return on investment. So, why content that sells? Hi, Ibioloa. Ibioloa. Good to see you. Good to have you here. Why content that sells? So, these are major reasons that we should put in place if we are trying to consider content that sells. So I want to confirm if you can see my screen. So you can drop on the comment section that you can see my screen, please. Okay. All right. So storytelling can a lot of us have heard that, but thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'd like to throw more light into storytelling. I mean, we all know that currently in the world that we live in, everyone wants to get into content, right? Because everybody has left the traditional way of having to push out content to make sales, and everybody is online selling one thing or the other, right? But some persons are actually getting it wrong, right? But they can also make it right if you listen to the end of this class or webinar. So one thing you have to put in place when considering the content that will sell for your brand is storytelling. So storytelling can enhance emotional connection with your audience, making them more likely to remember and engage with your brand. Now, people buy feelings and not products. I remember one video I was watching one time where Apricot Doctor was talking about Aquafina. And I mean, a lot of persons consume Eva and consume Aquafina. And he would go around telling stories using that bottle, and then giving medical history or stories around water, and then he goes down to talk about Aquafina. That's the story that he's telling us before he starts talking about the products, which is Aquafina. And trust me, a lot of persons that watched that video started consuming Aquafina, right? People buy feelings and not products. So he engaged them. I want to confirm that you can hear me again. Okay, great. Okay, great. So, moving on, I was talking about attention is key, and then I went ahead to talk about people that make talking head videos. So, most of the talking head videos that you see on IG and then you see on TikTok, if they don't have these visual appealing effects, sound effects, and then using captions, using pictures, using um, a lot of tactics, using in CapCut to tell a beautiful story. You'd see that when you get to such content, you just easily want to like scroll up to the next, right? But attention is key. So you can consider using hooks. You can consider using like a story first before you get into what you want to do, right? So there are a lot of hooks that you can use to keep your audience glued to your screen. Now, the importance of a clear call to action, right? A clear call to action guides the audience next step, significantly increasing the chances of conversion and sales success, right? So, if you're posting maybe a video or a caption or a carousel, whatever you're posting, it should have like a very clear call to action, right? So that people can you can get people you can get converts, right? If you're probably making sales, or probably you're doing a pro bono, or you're doing a promo, or you're doing a discount, right? You can say click on the link below, or you can say drop a comment, or you can say send a DM. All of this are simple call to actions that you can um, use to get converts. So scroll stopping content, what it looks like. There are a lot of scroll stopping contents that you can use to keep your audience glued to your screen. So very importantly, the first thing people see is your headline, right? Your headline. Strong hooks are very very important. They are very very good. So when you use strong hooks in your first 3 seconds, trust me, a lot of persons will want to see that content out to the end. I remember when I used to be very consistent on LinkedIn, right? I used this headline, um how what was it again? I think how I got pregnant in 2022. Trust me, I wasn't talking about pregnancy, but then um, that headline alone took people to read that to the end. And I was just telling a story of how one can be pregnant with a future, a purpose, but then they're sleeping on it, right? But then that hook alone got a lot of persons to click that my post and read it to the end, right? You should have emotional appeal. You should have visual clarity, design, copy, and impact, right? Now, a lot of persons have access to Canva, but then they make crappy designs, right? If you can't design on Canva, why not just go on YouTube, watch like an hour video or 40 minutes video, and then you gain more clarity, and then you come and practice on Canva, right? So other than having to do something very crappy and something that's not visually appealing, right? Don't just even do a design at all. You can look for stock up designs on splash.com or stock.com, and then you can get amazing designs that you can use to make your post, or making something that's very crappy. So you should also avoid overly generic content, right? Unclear messaging, boring intros. I mean, we are already there's a lot happening on social media, there's a lot happening on that space, and a couple of persons will say that, oh, the space is very saturated and all. But then trust me, if you make good content, right, you have good intros, you have clear messaging, you have good content that are not overly generic, trust me, you will still have your own audience. It's just like the way they say the sky is big and wide enough for everyone to fly. If you come with your own unique style of telling your content or telling your story, trust me, you will build your own community. So moving on to the next, um, I'm going to talking about psychology of high converting content, right? Um, a lot of us have heard about this acronym FOMO, right? The fear of missing out, right? Not everybody's going to be a content creator, trust me. Not everybody is going to be a content creator, or not everybody is going to face the camera. Not everybody is going to write content or shoot content, or maybe know how to use a gimbal, or probably get a camera and then shoot and then have this mad way of editing videos, right? Not everyone will do that. But then we're Gen Zs. I don't know, but we're in the era of Gen Zs, and then a lot of persons want to do what is trending so that they don't miss out, right? They don't want to miss out. That's why they want to do what everybody's doing. But trust me, not everybody's called out for this, right? If you see it's not your fault, right? Look for something that you're very good at, and then you face that. And trust me, you're going to get much and much better results when you do something that you know how to do best. So fear of missing out, a lot of persons do that a lot. And then I think social proof, users story, a, a lot of persons. I think one of I was having a conversation with one of my colleagues, I think during the week, that's last week. Then I was like, can I see your content calendar? Can I see what you put out there? Then she showed me the content calendar. I was like, don't you post testimonials of the products that your clients make? So like, and we're not in the phase of having to. Oh, someone said is not hearing. She's not hearing me. Please, is she the only one? Can everyone else hear me? Can everyone else hear me? Okay, someone said that. Okay, okay, great, great. I think you need to join in back again. I think it's your network. I think you need to join in back again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so back to the story I was telling, and then she was talking about testimonials, and asked her, okay, why are you not posting testimonials? Why are you not posting user story on the page? It could also be a way where you guys can grow. And then she was like, her boss is not ready to start selling, that he just wants to build awareness. I mean, I said yes, you can also use this to build brand awareness. And I told her, just try it, do it without him knowing. Once you get the results, you show him. If you don't get the result, delete the post. And then she was like, okay, cool, that she was going to try. We're having that call with us yesterday, Saturday evening, and then she told me what she did. And trust me, people want to see social proof. People want to see that whatever you're doing is working. People want to see that, okay, let it not be that I'm the only one experiencing this from this. They want to see that, okay, somebody else is also experiencing such good thing from that brand. Do you get? So authority, you need to show your expertise. One thing I have seen in this space is that once you show up very confident, right? Even if you don't have everything about your particular career, everything up in your head. Once you show up with confidence and you show up consistently, you would build an automatic authority in your niche in any of the social media platform, right? It shows your expertise. It shows that, okay, this person is really good. Okay, this person really knows his or her onion, right? Okay, this person knows how to do this very well. So you have to also build scarcity. I'm sure a couple of us here have maybe taking a course online, and then before they took that course, they'll be like, okay, for the first 50 persons that are going to purchase this course, we're going to be giving 50% discount, and it's just for 20 persons only. And then you see the person say, okay, 15 slots are filled, 11 slots are filled, 18 slots are filled. And then when you see 19 slots filled, you might be thinking, oh, the slots are all taken. The person is just doing that to just create urgency, and then you'd be like, oh, I don't want to feel left out. Oh, I don't want to feel left out. I want to be part of this. And then you see that, okay, probably you click the sign up link, and then you see it's taking you to seller, and then the next thing is You're paying for the course. You're being part of it already. Do you get? So you have to create the sense of urgency. So I created a few acronyms that would help you in your journey, some frameworks that will work. So the first one is AIDA: attention, interest, desire, and action. So if you're trying to create a content on probably TikTok, Instagram, right? Look for attention grabbing content. Get the interest of these people, of your audience, of these persons, and then build a desire, and then the action, call to action. If they want to, if for example now you just want to build your community online, or you just want to build you just want to give out value, you're not selling anything, you have to focus on this model. It will help you a lot. It will help you a lot. One thing you can also do is, if you don't know how to figure it out on your own, trust me, ChatGPT is there. But it's not just about ChatGPT being there. There's something called prompt engineering. I used to tell my friend that, trust me, if you're not intelligent, your ChatGPT will give you rubbish. Trust me. If you don't know how to prompt properly, it will give you rubbish. So there are a couple of courses that you can take on YouTube about AI prompting. It gives you better ways as to how you can communicate with your LLM, maybe Cloud AI or ChatGPT or Gemini, to give the actual result that you want to see. So you can tell ChatGPT to give you like a script for your video, or maybe a caption for your post that is attention grabbing, that will get the interest of your audience. And one thing you need to do is try to niche down, right? For me now, I'm a social media manager. Who do I offer my services to? Right, organizations, right, personally owned businesses, SMEs, all of these people. These are the people that need my services. So another thing that you can also do, build a desire, right? Build a desire. So there's something that I see that is trending on TikTok right now. Now what they do is series, right? Um for example, now how I started job hunting part one, how I started job hunting part two, part three, part four. And then you see people taking you through their journey of how they were job hunting to get the particular role that they wanted. The first day they are doing a video of how they search for a job on LinkedIn. The second day they are doing a video of how they search for a job on TikTok, on Twitter. These build desires in your audience, right? They want to see how you're able to get that job that paid you in 6 digits, 7 digits, and all of that. So the next model will be PAS, which is problems, agitation, and solution, right? So there's something that's currently trending. A lot of persons that apply for jobs on LinkedIn, you see them get, unfortunately, almost immediately after applying, you see that, oh, unfortunately, we moved on to the next client or candidate, or unfortunately, we did this, unfortunately, we do that. Now, you can come up with a video that are you one of those persons that always get unfortunately messages after applying for jobs on LinkedIn, and then you're already building this agitation amongst your audience, and then they want to be like, okay, so what is this person trying to say? And they are making it like a minute short video, and then you now tell them, okay, so this is how I stopped getting unfortunately. That's the solution, right? And then you just give them one tips. That's part one, series one. The next one, series two. So you're building a community while using this model, right? So the next thing is from leads to buyers. So real example. So breaking down of a winning content post. So if you're trying to look for a hook, these are several hooks that you can use to build your audience. There are several hooks that you can use to build your audience. Like, stop posting content no one cares about. Try this instead. This one post brought in 20 new DMs in 24 hours. Yes, how? Trust me, people would want to know how this particular post brought in 27 new DMs in 24 hours. That's not magic, but it happens to people. Most people get this result while trying to sell on social media, right? People want to see how you're getting such results. Here's why your content isn't converting. I mean, the couple of people that make videos and then you see them get 1, 2, 3 likes, or people that are just starting out and showing up on social media, right? They want to see how they can fix this. They want to see how they can create content that resonate with people. So if you sell anything online, you need to see this. Trust me, SMEs, business owners, they would want to consume this content just because they know that okay, this could be the solution that they want to see. So value, what's the problem being solved? What problem are you solving? This is something that you should figure out. Your call to actions, are they clear? Are they strong? Are they simple? These are stuffs that you need to check out. Your results, engagements, clicks, and DMs. These are also things that you need to check out. So these are like reporting templates that you can use to check out all of your strategies that you do every month. And then by the end of the month, you check out all these things to see if it is giving you the result that you desire. So here are pro tips for boosting engagements. So you should use storytelling often. You should use storytelling in video format, right? Because now your audience are Nigerians, and most Nigerians they don't like long reads. But you see that your long reads, you can like convert it like a minute video, 2 minutes video, and then if it's visually appealing enough, trust me, people would want to stay in your page and just watch and laugh and watch till the beginning to the end. So you add strong CTA. Let's say you give out a solution in your video and be like, if you want more of this, send a DM or drop a comment, and then maybe they give you a specific comment, and then maybe the comment to be interested, drop this. So time to time you have to repurpose your content across all platforms, just because whatever works on IG might not work on TikTok, might not work on Facebook, might not work on LinkedIn. But over time you can now tell that okay, this is what works, this is what works, and this is what works. That's why it's very good to propose your content. So you have to mix, you need to have a mix of different content type. You could mix educational with entertaining content, because people don't want to keep learning all the time. Learning. They come to your page, all you do is learning. It could be very boring at times. You can do something that entertaining. Jump on trends, right? Jump on trends of things that are very funny. Jump on all of these trends. Give out other relatable contents that people can relate with, and then you would build your audience. So you have to test different content type and content formats. So there's carousel, there's testimonial, there's reels. You can try out all of this. So you try to post one very often, try to post the other one very often. Maybe this week you want to do more reels than carousel. What are you trying to do? You're trying to see the particular contents that your audience resonates with more, or the one or the kind of content that they like, the content type that they like more, right? So I think this checklist is something you should put down. So your game plan for growth, you need to know your audience. Not everyone is your audience. Not everyone is your audience, right? Not everyone is your audience. I can't be selling a land worth 100 million and above, and I'm looking for a small business owner that is looking for grants of like 1K or 2K to just get started to come and buy my product. Trust me, you're going to be out of client for a very long time. So know your audience. So creating content can be very exhausting, can be very, very, very exhausting, because today you might show up today and tomorrow you don't just want to show up. Why? Because you don't feel like it, because you don't even, sometimes it could be a block. You don't even know what to, you know what they call writer's block, right? But then you don't know what to write about, you don't know what to put out there, you're just there. There's no idea, there's nothing in your head. But if you have like maybe like a Google Doc, or probably like a journal or jotter where you put down things that you want to write, you can easily batch create, right? You tell yourself that in this week I'm going to post 3 times, and then you are meeting up with the 3 times that you say you're going to post. You're posting Monday, you're posting Wednesday, and then you're posting on Sunday. You batch create this content. Okay, on Monday I want carousels, on Wednesday I want reels, on Thursday I want just text. You can batch create this content. Use proven frameworks. Use proven frameworks. Now you can check out people in the same niche that you are in, right? Copying is allowed. Trust me, copying is allowed. You go there, but don't copy verbatim. You go there, check what they're doing, and see if it's right, and try to duplicate it, right? Try to duplicate it. Analyze and tweak it weekly to see that it's working, to see that it's something that you'd want to continue with for a very long time, right? So we have come to the end of this webinar. So I will take questions now. If you have questions, please ask. Okay, guys. In the absence of no questions, please you can always reach out to me on IG, on Facebook, on TikTok, on LinkedIn as Chidinma Akpati. It's the same across. It's the same across. You can send me your questions. I can attend to your questions. I would give you prompt response. Yeah, thank you all for joining in. I appreciate you for your time, and we'll see you in our next webinar. Thank you.